Hello, welcome to The Walking Dead from Telltale. I think it was released in 2012. I'm going to play a new game. Standard. So, the comic book came out in 2003, and when it comes to the law on when the virus actually outbreak, it was actually July 18, 2003. So even though this game came out in 2012, the events depicted therein is back at the same time as the comic book, 2003. The TV series came out in 2010, but the whole Walking Dead scenario came out then. So if you've 17 million people who have played this game, so you've probably already known about it. Playing it through for those of you that don't. So in the TV series The Walking Dead, you can have Rick Grimes and here you have Lee Everett. And Lee Everett is a convicted criminal for killing a senator, I think, who had an affair with his wife.
Well, I reckon you didn't do it then.
So this guy generally thinks that, but
does it really matter?
Nah, not much. You know, I've driven a bunch of fellas down to this prison. Lord knows how many. Usually it's about now I get the, I didn't do it.
And what do you say?
I say, yep, I know you didn't.
And he's wrong. Well, he actually did do it.
We got what looks like a 1091E near
Now you hear all these police calls coming across. Starts off with someone's been bitten by a wild animal, I think. And it turns out no, there's a savage animal has killed someone. And then it turns out later on these calls reveal that a person actually killed someone. So it kind of shows that the information getting back to the police is sort of all over the place. No one can really work out what's going on. Now, as I said, Rick Grimes was a character that was Kirkman really wanted to depict how humans mentally fare when they don't think there's anything, any punishment will arrive from the government or from God, then basically the whole of society collapses. And he wanted to show the mental toll that takes on a person, and you'll see that on Rick Grimes in the comic and in the TV series.
I followed your case a little bit.
Rick kills a cyclist zombie because he doesn't want them to suffer, and eventually you'll see Rick really.
You're from Macon, then?
Yep, came up to Atlanta
decay.
to be a city cop in the 70s. I always wanted to work a murder case, like that senatorial mess you got yourself mixed up in. With all due respect. A real shame, that is. Hell, the whole family used to be regulars at your folks' drugstore right in downtown. Still there?
Sure is.
Good.
Be advised, medical personnel en route to Hartsfield, various 10-20 coming in.
So Lee Everett is a history teacher as well. And
I
his
got a nephew up
parents
at
own a
UGA.
pharmacy.
You teach there long?
Going on my 6th year.
You meet your wife in Athens? You want to know how I see it?
I got much choice?
Sure don't. Regardless, could be you just married the wrong woman.
So no matter what you pick there, he just phones.
All officers are available for incoming 217. Rolling calls to dispatch to all locations.
I'm driving this man once. He was the worst one. He wouldn't stop going on about how he didn't do it. He was an older fella, big soft eyes behind a pair of smart folk glasses. And he just wailing back there. Says it wasn't him. Crying and snotting all over right where you're
All
sitting.
officers are available for incoming 217.
Then before long, he starts kicking the back of the seat like a fussy baby on an airplane. And I tell him he's got to stop, that that's government property, and I'll be forced to zap him otherwise. So he stops, and having exhausted all his options, he starts crying out for his mama. Mama, it's all a big mistake. It wasn't me.
So did he do it?
They caught the fucker red-handed, stabbing his wife, cutting her up as the boys came through the door. He sits in my car screaming bloody murder that it wasn't him. I think he actually believed it himself. It goes to show, people will up and go mad when they believe their life is over. I got another good one for you. This one's a little bit less depressing and a bit more hilarious, if I do say so. This other time...
So this really doesn't make a lot of sense.
Oh, shit. Thirsty. Ah! Fuck! My leg.
So what you probably haven't realised is, from us going over the guardrail to us waking up now, 2 days has passed. Now, I assume this police officer
Hey! Hey, officer!
woke
Are you
up
alright?
on the
I'm still
second day.
trapped back here!
He's got no bite marks on him, so he doesn't look like he's been bitten by a zombie. If he was bitten by a zombie early, he would have turned, he would have transformed, he would have changed. So he must have just died. He's both his legs have been broken, so he's crawled out there. So where are the zombies? I mean, if he got bitten, where are they? We saw the zombies.
I need to drag myself out that window.
If he got out, if he killed them, then where are the bodies? So it doesn't really make a lot of sense what happened here. Now, when we were in the car, and we really don't like how we're doing. When we were in the car, we were heading away from Atlanta. We were actually heading towards the prison that Rick finds in season 3, and they all stay at. So that's where we were heading towards. I can't remember the name of the prison now. And Atlanta is where the outbreak occurred. So that's where, after waking up in the hospital, he heads off to Atlanta. Now, so this particular story goes around, it continues on as a parallel story too. So when we were in the car with the police officer, Rick was still in hospital in a coma at that in that point, and the stories kind of intertwine constantly, and you'll see that later on. Hey, buddy. So again, he's got no bite marks that I can see, unless is that supposed to be one? I don't know. And he would have changed if he was. Actually, I should have done this differently. Yeah, I did it harder. When I first did this, it scared the living hell out of me. I swore he was going to jump up. So you can die here if you don't get this cop. Shoot him in the head. He will kill you.
Officer? Holy shit!
Oh, look at that.
What in the hell? What the fuck are you? Get away from me!
So grab that. Grab the gun quickly.
What the hell are you?
Apparently I'm an idiot. So he's crawling because both his legs are broken.
Don't make me do this!
Don't miss him with a gun. Because if you miss him with a gun, he will kill you. He will rip you apart. So this is a visual novel. You have things to do.
Man.
Now in the background you can see Clementine. Clementine is...
Help! Go get someone! There's been a shooting!
So as I was saying before, in the TV series and the comic, Rick, the benchmark of Rick's moral judgment is based from, the benchmark of it is based from when he returns to Cyprus and puts it out of his misery. Here, the moral benchmark is Clementine. She's the innocent one. Now, I don't think those gunshots are relevant to anything in the TV series, because Shane took a lorry late to Atlanta.
Hello?
And
Anybody?
even though their party had only basic gunfire, they didn't really have anything too much. So I'm assuming that other survivors got nothing to do with it.
Fill one of those teacups with some bourbon if I could.
Mm-hmm.
No ladder. I'm not getting up there anyway. This leg the way it is.
Foolproof.
Help!
Like, I'm not a smart person, am I? I'm yelling around in the apocalypse. I just see monsters and I'm yelling. Now, I'd just like to point out, if you actually look down
Maybe I
here,
should just check inside the house through the glass door before
There's no
wandering out
cars
into the
there.
neighborhood. Hello? Anybody home? I need a little help.
oh, that's it.
coming in. Don't shoot, okay? Ah! Hello? I'm not an intruder. Or one of them. These people might need more help than I do.
Oh, unicorn. Beautiful.
It's fake. Damn. Oh, Jesus.
A lot of blood then. Bad nosebleed. Upset.
Furniture overturned, blood everywhere. Jesus. God. That kid lived here.
So we got Clementine.
What's that beeping? This whole neighborhood is deserted. What the hell? Cable's out.
That's very good, eh?
There are 3 new messages.
It's saying answer the damn. Alright.
3 new messages. Message 1, left at 5:43 p.m.
Hey, Sandra. This is Diana. We're still in Savannah. Ed had a little incident with some crazy guy near the hotel, so we had to get him back to the ER and have it checked out. Anyway, he's not feeling well enough to drive back tonight, so we're staying an extra day. Thanks so much for looking after Clementine, and I promise we'll be back in time before your spring break.
Message 2,
Sandra's
left
the
at
babysitter.
11:19
Diana's some mother.
p.m.
Oh my God, finally. I don't know if you tried to reach us. All the calls are getting dropped. They're not letting us leave and aren't telling us anything about Atlanta. Please, just leave the city and take Clementine with you back to Murrieta. I've got to get back to the hospital. Please let me know that you're safe.
Message 3, left at 6:51 a.m.
Clementine, baby. If you can hear this, call the police. That's 911. We love you. We love you. We love you.
They have Diana and Ed. So Ed got bitten by a zombie,
Daddy?
Huh?
and they got locked down in the quarantine, couldn't get out, and Diana doesn't sound like she's in a good situation either. What most people don't know is Diana isn't Clementine's real mum. Diana is actually Clementine's stepmother. So her biological mother is still out there somewhere. We don't know. It was never.
This place has been ransacked. Just about anything worthwhile is gone.
Whole place has been looted. Again, it's been 2 days. Now, what we do know about Sandra, I think from previews, that she used to play with Clementine. They used to film squirrels. I believe that Sandra spent may have slept in the cubby house, but then after on the first day of the outbreak, she actually came out of the cubby house, and
Hello?
You need to be quiet.
she got succumbed by zombies. And again, that was July the 18th, I think, 2013.
I'm not a monster.
Good.
How old are you?
8?
And you're all alone?
Yes. I don't know where anybody is. How old are you?
I'm, 37.
Okay,
What's your name?
I'm Clementine. This is my house.
Hi, Clementine. I'm Lee. Where are your parents?
They took a trip and left me with Sandra. They're in Savannah, I think. Where the boats are?
Are you safe?
I'm outside in my treehouse. They can't get in.
That's smart.
See? Can you see me? I can see you through the window.
Now Sandra can definitely kill you. Believe me, you want to really make sure this one is dead, because if you don't, she gets up. Okay, she's now dead. I know it's gruesome, but believe me, wow, when she gets up, she gets
Man.
up. Takes a lot to kill that one.
Hi there.
I know that scared the living daylights out of me when I first came across it.
Did you kill it?
I think something else did. Before me, I think.
I heard her scream 2 nights ago. Maybe one of the monsters got her.
2 nights ago? Yeah, that's probably what happened.
So,
You've been all by yourself through this?
Yeah, I want my parents to come home now.
please just realize
I
now.
think that might be a little while, you know?
Oh,
Look, I don't know what happened, but I'll look after you until then.
what should we do now?
Okay, so from here, story changes, depending on which one you pick. Now, the game kind of forces you to pick one. In all truthfulness, I would pick a different thing. I would stay there. You're in a house. Why go outside? It doesn't make any sense. You're not going to go, especially at night, number 2, either. Just staying there seems the safest option, but we've got to choose one or the other. Now, if most people are going to fall in love with Clementine, she's just a ball of innocence. And what most people don't know is she's based on a real person, actually. The artist director's daughter, or the way she says things, her personality, her characteristics are all based on this real person. So if you love her, you know where the inspiration comes from. Okay, so we're going to choose the first one, look for help before it gets dark. I will show you the second one another time.
We need to find help before it gets dark.
Yeah, it's not safe at night.
Let's go.
So she
Stay close
holds
to
our
me.
hand, she trusts us. Now, even though we've really murdered someone, we have no problem with just murdered 2 things already. Oh, they were both zombies. Hey, slow up. Now you notice that where we were, there's an extra car that's pulled up. And these guys are stuck, they've got to pull this car off. Now, before I said how the stories intertwine with the TV
I ain't
series.
never getting home to Mama at this rate.
This sucks.
Oh, it's hot dish night.
So this guy on the left, this one here, this is Sean Green, which is Herschel Green's son. Now, if you remember, Sean Green was the zombie in the barn, one of the zombies, so we know he gets bitten at some point and he turns, and Herschel can't finish him off, so...
What's the matter?
Should I stay?
What?
I don't want to sleep in the treehouse tonight, but I don't know if I should leave. What if my parents come home?
They won't. We should go.
Then they'll find me, right?
I won't leave you alone, okay?
I should have picked the first option. Damn it.
Hey, man!
Holy shit!
Don't eat us!
We're not gonna hurt you.
We do look like a
Thought
zombie.
for a second you and the little one were both gonna give us the chomp.
Thought you were a little zombie.
We need help.
Are you trying to get out of here? Because you should be. Those things are all over the damn place. I haven't seen anything as gnarly as this neighborhood since downtown Atlanta, 15 miles back. I'm Sean. Sean Green.
Lee, this is Clementine.
I'm Chet.
We shouldn't be out in the open like this. How about you help us clear the way, and we'll take you and your daughter out of here and down to my family's farm. It should be safer there.
I'm not her dad. I'm just some guy.
Some guy?
Yeah.
She's alone? Let's get going. Staying put for too long is a mistake.
What do you want to do?
So
The
she's
monster's
remembered
coming.
the number of
Gotta
her...
go.
Lee, quick, let's go.
She helps us.
For just some guy, it seems like you saved a bunch of lives today.
So in this version, Chet lives. Because we were out there helping them to move the car, so we left the house straight away. And we pull up to Herschel's barn, of course. Background.
Hey, Sean, I'm gonna run on home. My mama's gonna be in a snip.
No sweat, man. I'll catch you tomorrow night.
We know Chet.
It was
lives
nice
nearby.
to meet you both.
He's not in the TV series. I don't think he's in the comics.
Thank God you're okay.
I was worried it'd be bad here, too.
Been quiet as usual the past couple days. Old Brecken down the way thinks his mare's gone lame, but that ain't nothing new.
I wouldn't have made it back without Chet.
Well, I'm glad you took him with you then.
Herschel Green looks so young now.
You've brought a couple guests.
Your boy's a lifesaver.
Glad he could be a help to somebody. So it's just you and your daughter then?
Oh, not his daughter. He's, well, just some guy who found her alone.
Honey, do you know this man?
Yes.
Okay then. Well, looks like you hurt your leg pretty bad there.
Yeah. It's not doing so good.
I can help you out. Sean, run on in and check on your sister. You, take a seat up on the porch and I'll go see what I
So
have.
Sean's checking on his sister. That would be Beth, because he has a special relationship with Beth. So the daughters are probably inside the house,
Let's have a look.
even though we don't see them in the
Yeah,
scene.
this is swollen to hell.
It hurts like hell.
I bet it does. What did you say your name was?
It's Lee.
Nice to meet you, Lee. I'm Herschel Green.
So honesty is the best policy here.
How'd this happen?
Because if you lie, he kind of picks up on
That's
it.
so. Where are you headed before the car accident?
I was getting out of Atlanta.
The news says stay.
Yeah, well, that's a mistake. We hit a guy. One of those things you've been hearing about. On the road.
Who are you with? The girl?
I was with a police officer. He was giving me a ride.
Awful nice of him.
I'm an awful nice guy.
House is full up with mine. We got another displaced family of 3 sleeping in the barn. You and your daughter are welcome to rest there when we're done here. I didn't catch your name, darling.
Clementine.
Can't imagine what you've been through, Clementine.
I'm looking after her until we find her parents.
Hey, Dad, so I'm thinking, first thing tomorrow, we gotta reinforce the fence around the farm.
That doesn't seem necessary.
I don't know what you saw on TV or heard on the radio, but there's some serious shit hitting the fan. I don't think anyone knows how big it is yet.
Your son's right. You're gonna want to fortify this place.
Stuff like that doesn't happen around here, Sean.
Dad, I'm serious. Lee, come on. Tell him what you saw out there, man.
Teenage girl with her guts spilled out on the floor stood up from the dead and tried to bite me.
Well, do what you think you should. We got plenty of chores as it is.
Lee and those folks in the barn can help out in the morning. We gotta do it. Really.
I already said okay. Well, I'm all done here. It should start to feel better tomorrow.
Thanks.
Seems to be in a world of
his
his
hot
own.
or the swelling doesn't go down, you're probably dealing with an infection.
What do we do then?
We'll probably just have to shoot you. We'll clean it, redress it, and you'll be fine.
Okay, that'd be preferable.
There's blankets and such in the barn. We'll be seeing you bright and early. Come tomorrow, which way you think you're headed?
Towards Macon, I suppose. All right, then.
So you see the 3 on the top there.
It smells like...
Manure.
manure? Like when a horse plops?
Just like that.
Sorry, had to be politically correct.
I missed my mom and dad.
I bet, Clem.
How far is Savannah?
Pretty far.
Oh, okay.
I love you, baby.
Lee having a flashback to when he killed his wife's lover.
Hey, get up.
Alright, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. So,
I'm
join me
itchy.
next time as we continue
Well, you slept
on.
in a barn, little lady. Lucky you don't have spiders in your hair. But I bet your daddy scared them all away.
Okay,
Huh?
see you then. Bye.